All right, so social media marketing. All right, one of these famous quotes is, "We don't have a choice on whether we do social media. The question is how well we do it." Right. So we're in the new age, and lots of people just are on social media, right? So they only trust you, or they build trust if you have a social media presence now, right? That's just the way things move. Um, so speaking of building trust on the internet, right? Um, the internet, as Bill Gates says, is the new global village, town square, right? But millennials are the future buying power, right? So everybody that's around, 24 to 35, they're going to be the ones doing most of the purchasing as an age group from now on for the next 10, 15 years, right? So right now, millennials make up 35% of the buying power, and millennials grew up on social media. So that's why these stats are super relevant. So 92% of millennials turn to social media to source out information, right? That makes a lot of sense to you. And then they are doing their research on social media to find out who are mortgage professionals, right? So, and that's where a lot of millennials build virtual relationships now, is through social media. So, and they'll trust you almost the same, sometimes even better through social media, which they shouldn't, through social media than they do real life interactions. But that's the nature of today's world. And then Zillow, says that currently 21% of borrowers have found their mortgage lender through social media platforms. So these numbers are just going to grow as millennials keep pouring into the buying market, right? Any questions there? No, we're good. All right, so I've just got some more stats here to share, right? So, um, so 72% of consumers who had positive experience with a brand on social media are likely to recommend it to others, right? These these are pretty powerful numbers when you're getting in above 50%, right? So 54% of social browsers, people browsing the web, um, uh, use research products and services before making a decision, right? So that means they're actively looking on social media before they make a decision to purchase or use a service, right? 76% of people say they're more likely to trust a company they interact with on social media, right? So that means you actually have to be active on it. So if somebody's, texting you or whatever, you actually have to respond in the social media. You just can't leave it up there with no interaction, right? 70% of sales professionals leverage social selling tools to grow their business, right? And 93 of marketers agree that social media has accelerated their business exposure. 53% of businesses are actively using social media to engage customer rapport, right? And increase sales. So this is just the beginning, as social media is really, really pushing. And as we all know, millennials were born with this stuff in their face. Everyone older, we tend to be able to be more mixed in our interactions, right? So 43% of consumers increase their social media usage and discover new brands in 2023. right? So these are types of things are increasing. 79% of people say user-generated content like reviews or testimonials on social media highly impact their purchasing decision, right? So this is where it's very important to share success stories. Any real questions over that? No? Okay. So let's push through this. All right, now here's the big stat, 1,200%. So when you make your content a video, just like how the slide moved, kind of like a GIF, or an actual real video where you're videoing yourself talking or something like that, it converts 1,200% more than any text or image post on the internet, right? So that's super powerful in knowing that moving forward, right? It increases engagement. Your people are going to be interested more. Anything that moves on screen, humans are just wired to capture motion, right? It means something's happening and we need that information coming to our brains, right? So, oops. There we go. It also, so as long as you're doing things that are compelling, right? You're building an emotional connection, just like watching a movie. You have strong emotions when you're watching things. Some people can actually have stronger emotions watching movies than they do in real life because they're not actually guarded in their interactions. Simplification of complex information. So when you're making videos, obviously everybody likes to, it's easier to talk about something and display something faster when you're talking about it than, 3 or 4 paragraphs of text, right? So I think that's pretty self-explanatory. Any questions about that? We're all good. We can keep moving. Perfect. So this becomes an important aspect here. So web engagement and authority, right? So we're all part of the Kingsdale Mortgage Center brand, right? For you as a agent, you want to build authority and trust in the industry, right? So the company that you work for also needs to be, trustworthy and authoritative, right? So if neither one of you has a presence online or in social media, and there's zero engagement, people are going to look at you, even if you're talking to them, as an agent, they're starting to trust you. But they look on social media, they look us up as a company and they go, there's not a lot of activity on this company. So really, how good are they, right? So this is where agent participation really comes. We are at a not necessarily disadvantage, but because we're a young company on the mortgage side, all of the agents, the more agents that engage with the brand, so going to the social media sites, just liking posts or sharing posts, you don't necessarily have to make a comment, but comments are really good for SEO and stuff. But this kind of participation is what's going to drive our brand on the internet. And without your participation as agents, it's going to be harder for both us as a brand and you as an agent to succeed, right? Because that's where most people are looking for their information is online through social media. And if they don't see a high amount of engagement compared to other companies they're looking at, that can drastically reduce where they're going to go. Okay. Does anyone have any questions over that? No? All right, let's. All right. So these are just the major social media platforms, right? So we have Facebook, TikTok, X, LinkedIn, and Instagram. Personally, I use all 5 of these, okay? Obviously, LinkedIn is more for professional networking and stuff. However, LinkedIn now rewards users that do more video posting and stuff like that, because they realize that video engagement boosts their platform. So if you're actually making posts just like you would with X or Facebook or Instagram, TikTok, it actually boosts your level much better and easier in LinkedIn than any of the other platforms. So when I post my stuff in LinkedIn, that's videos, I get a much higher engagement level, and my page gets seen by a lot more people, just because their algorithm for video content is relatively new, whereas all the other platforms are highly video based and have been for like 8 years, right? So now LinkedIn's pushing that, so it's very easy for you to post video content on LinkedIn and get your page recognized a lot faster. All right, so let's move on from this, unless anybody has any questions. Anyone have any questions about TikTok? No, we're all good. All right. Okay, leveraging the text section of your posts. So this is where your video content, right? Or even, or even captions on your video is important, right? So yes, the video needs to be important. It needs to be, catchy and everything. But once you've got the people hooked, then you need to provide value in the text portion, right? So you want it to be educational, whatever topic you're talking about. Then you I might have made a mistake. Oh, I have a double yeah, sorry. So the second point got missed there. Prompt your followers to take action, such as visiting your website, so that would be a call to action. So you're asking people things or to participate in the comments, right? So it's a call to action. Sorry, the second point I messed up in the slide. So that's very important, because that will help them boost your activity on your post, right? So share client success stories. That's one way of doing it when you're in the text section. And then promote local expertise, right? So that's another thing. Like, even in my social media, I used to be a chef, so I like going to restaurants. So even on my social media, I don't just always post about mortgages. I also post where I went on the weekend, what awesome restaurant I went to or whatever, right? So you can include those sections, but also, yeah, when you're in your text, the area of the people you want to be targeting, you should include like even hashtags about what city you're in and stuff like that, right? Yeah, and then finally asking engaging questions, right? To boost engagement. Now, the good part here is these are hashtags. Some people say you don't need hashtags anymore, blah, blah, blah. I don't believe that. My posts with hashtags seem to get people that normally otherwise wouldn't have looked at my stuff. So I do find that if I don't use hashtags, my posts don't perform as well. And these seem to be the top 15 performing hashtags, okay? So you'll want to review these and definitely include all of them or some of them in your posts, okay? And then slide 9, here we go. Leveraging paid ads and call to action. So, paid ads. So the great thing is your CRM that we provide, that actually will connect to your social media, or a few of them anyway. And you can actually link, you can actually make posts, you can boost them and turn them into ads. And you can do as like little as $15 a week or $3 a day. I think the minimum is like $3 a day. And I think one's $2 a day. So, and it puts your ad in front of a couple hundred faces or 1,000 faces for that, right? So whether or not they click on it and stuff, but that gives you a great way to just start testing out, right? And if you're just testing out with, say, $15 a week, and you're actually getting people starting to engage with you, then that already means that you have a hook, or you are making engaging material. Because there's people that do advertising, they do hundreds of dollars a week, and they might not get anything, right? So that's where you can do a lot of your testing really cheap, right? And it's way cheaper than paying an advertising company. However, there's a trade-off, right? They already have the expertise. You can pay for the service, or you can teach yourself, right? So call to actions are very important in those, because you can put a button in a lot of those, and they'll be able to either contact you. On the mortgage side, you can include just apply with me, and you can use your Finmo link, and it'll go right to their application, right? Depending on how you devise your ad. All right, so now what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna let Ian take the floor, because Ian is our marketing guy and he's our expert, so.
Nice job, Aaron. Thanks, guys. Nice. I'd love to see some faces, but I'd love to see some faces, but I get it if you guys want to keep your cameras off, so that's cool as well. Aaron, nice job. Just one quick stat for you guys before I dive in. Aaron, you're comparing hashtags versus not hashtags. The average statistic is 12.6% of a normal post would perform better with a hashtag versus not. And out of that 12.6%, it's 70% of those people are actually legitimate, searching for an answer in that industry. Pretty micro, but marketing is all about micro implementations to form something good and consistency, right? As far as advertising, nice job, Aaron, kind of touching on some key points. Think of your media as your kind of your gas, right? In order for gas to explode and to get in front of new people, you need a spark, right? So that would be your dollar spent. There's a lot of, we could spend an hour and a half talking about social advertising and where to utilize your dollars, whether it's Meta, so Facebook and Instagram, or whether it's Google Guarantee, which can guarantee you better results when you're first getting going in your career. Totally depends on budget and, of course, your goals, right? Short-term versus long-term. But we're going to spend about an hour on that together at a later date. Thanks, guys. Turn on your cameras. And I'm going to work with you guys like literally one-on-one implementation, what to do. I'm going to hold your hand. We're going to make things really simple. You're going to come out with me with budgets. I'm going to recommend budgets, and we're going to kind of hold your hand through some things here. I will. Okay. So I look forward to that when we get time to that. Cool. Let me share my screen. I'm going to keep things pretty brief. I'm going to repeat some things Aaron said. Don't look at my ChatGPT, but in a different format. By the way, I hope you guys are using ChatGPT, because if you're not, you're slowing yourself down. Aaron mentioned this one word called trust a bunch of times, and that's going to be one of the first things I want to talk about. Okay. So, Michael, you there? You seem like a friendly guy. You're muted.
Yes, I'm here.
Michael, what are you selling? Do you post on Instagram? Do you post on Facebook or anything?
I had started to.
Yeah.
I kind of ran into some personal issues, so I'm playing catch up right now, basically.
Okay, no problem. But say if you were to start posting on social media, or even kind of if you're doing any kind of marketing, what are you selling? Are you selling more? What are you selling?
I think you're selling yourself. Like Obviously, you can run to your own bank to get a mortgage. You can run to the guy up the street, and then there's the big companies like Dominion and stuff that have come in. So I think you're basically marketing yourself. You're saying I'm trustworthy. I actually know what the hell I'm doing.
Nice. Cool. Trust, knowledge, experience, right?
Right.
The 10, do you wear any Nike clothes?
My son do, yeah. We do
Okay, he's
buy
an
a lot,
athlete.
yeah,
Awesome.
yeah.
Well, I'm a tennis player. I love competition, but for Nike, you know, it's a brand I actually used sponsored by back in the day, which is pretty cool. But Nike as a company, they don't just sell shoes, right? They don't sell dry fit clothes. They don't sell Apple Watch bands, whatever it is, right? Nike just sells culture. If you look at Nike's marketing and their social media, they focus on selling culture. They focus on selling color. They love Olympic colors, et cetera, right? They really focus on culture, right? If we look at a company like Apple, sure that they sell iPhones, MacBooks, Apple Watches, right? But what does Apple really sell is they sell innovation, right? They sell security. Security is a big one that Apple sells as a company, right? Now, if we look at, say, these brands, right? I'm sure you guys have seen these before. RBC, let's take that close to your industry. The word that's been said many times today is RBC is not just selling credit lines. If you look at their marketing, they're selling one thing, and that's trust, right? That's the big key of what they want to do. How they portray that trust is sure through, then there's Starbucks, who doesn't just sell coffee, sell experiences, right? Tesla, blah, blah, blah. You guys can look over these after. I put together a bunch of different ideas for you guys, what you guys can sell. But the big one, again, is we want to learn how for you guys to successfully sell trust, and possibly it's financial empowerment ideas of what this extra income in your pocket or extra whatever refinancing, whatever you want to sell them, can help this person with their personal life, right? So touching their emotions and touching their personal bank account, right? So a lot of different ideas I've put together for you guys. You guys can read through these on your own time. But a big goal of what we want for you guys to focus on for your warm market is going to be diving into this factor of selling trust, right? How are you going to do that? Is first, you got to know what the hell you're talking about. Second of all, you can tell about experiences, right? Testimonials from people. I'm sure you can sell about the community and what you've done for the community and your local expertise and how it relates to your job and your life, right? So many different items you can do to not just get in front of a camera with a suit and tie, spending thousands of dollars. You can film selfie style, right? I'm going to give you guys some different apps to make it easy for editing, or you can always use us for editing, which I'm going to dive into later in this presentation. What I'm trying to say here is the worst thing you can do is to take zero action. A video, even in Michael selfie style from where you're sitting right now, maybe not the best position, but a video with you, you being in your own shoes, your own 2 feet, your own skin, talking about what you know, being a professional in the industry. Even if you come off as a professional wearing that Detroit hat and someone else sees you in that Detroit hat, right? They've psychologically built that trust because you're talking about something they're interested in. Hopefully you guys can understand what I'm saying here, what I'm going for, okay? Trust, confidence, foster deeper connections. So whether you're new in your career or you haven't landed your first deal, your path of, or you're really experienced, right? Your path of least resistance to acquiring your first client is going to be your warm market, right? All your marketing, think and start reaching out to people in your warm market, people who know you, people who trust you, people you've done business with, right? Right? Those are the people we need to focus on to acquire your first few people in your marketing, right? From there, your goal is to reach out and build trust for them and do a great job, be professional at your job, which you have to be, or you can't even be on this call. Your goal then is to get their connections, right? Foster those relationships, build those relationships, build some reminders on your Google Calendar. Once a month, reach out to people. Hey, how the hell are you? Every time you get a phone call from someone or you build a new deal with someone, build that contact in your phone and write a few notes about who the heck this person is. This person likes Detroit, right? Detroit Lions or Tigers. Who is it? Tigers? Okay. This person liked Detroit Tigers. Hey, Michael, great talking to you. I haven't talked to you in a month. Thanks for that deal last month. By the way, how are the Lions doing or whatever, right? Google it before that call. See how they're doing. Hopefully you guys understand what I'm saying here. Build those relationships, bring up points that makes them feel special. Like, Michael, if you were my client, I'm going to research 1 second before my call. How's Detroit doing, right? Then that's the first thing I'm going to say on that call when I greet them. Make them feel important, okay? That's going to help them feel and build the trust in you, and for them feel confident for them to refer you. The number one thing Dale Carnegie, whatever, 100 years ago said, not to be that guy that recites quotes, but the number one way for someone to build trust in you is to get them to talk about themselves, okay? So that's a big thing you want to do when we start engaging with people and building that warm market, to utilize, to reach out to a cold market from them, right? Lots of different tools you can use in your marketing. I'm going to send these over to you guys to create simple, engaging videos. You need to add subtitles to your videos, and there's lots of different tricks we want to do when posting your videos, okay? By the way, we can all meet one-on-one anytime. We can kind of go over these things more in depth. But when posting videos, little tips that make a big difference is, Aaron, when you post a video and I know that you use like using DaVinci and other, editing tools, which is great. Lots of amazing tools out there that may be a little overcomplicated, but when you post them, just a small thing that makes a big difference is you don't just edit the video with the song playing in the background and then post it. When you post the video, you want to add in the audio within Instagram, because if you add in the audio within Instagram, now Instagram algorithms say, oh, let's pick it up within the algorithm, right? So a video is only going to make a massive difference if you post within trending audio within posting actually in Instagram. Hopefully that makes sense. When I can show you guys a phone with you guys face to face in another meeting, we can kind of go over that and do a simple use case, okay? We have growth hacker tools available at our company that, you know what, I'm going to bypass this. I'm going to send you guys over a video explaining about this. Now, again, lots of different simple tools that we can utilize. Lots of different regular posting softwares that you can use, from Later to Buffer to Hootsuite, ranging from $25 to $50 a month. I used to run close to 150 social accounts, posting thousands of posts a month. We would schedule all of our content about 2 weeks before the next month, and then the first of the month it automatically plays, right? So there's tools that are going to allow you to make your life easier and not to spend every day on social media. That's not what you want to do, right? You want to create content for the future month so you can focus on what matters day to day. And that's not just spending your life on social media and Instagram, right? Button mashing, that sounds horrible. It's going out, building relationships, landing deals, right? Building the culture, building your business, getting more knowledgeable, becoming an expert in the industry, right? You have to utilize tools to make your life more efficient. Again, videos don't need to be incredible. You don't need an amazing editing platform like Final Cut or DaVinci. You can use very simple apps, which I'm going to send this to you guys over and you guys can download them. Super easy to use apps that cost $5 to $10 a month, okay? Within our Canva teams that we've set up, I know that you guys want to have access to templates so you can post posts or stories or videos, right? There are 3 folders now with lots of different templates you can utilize. Again, I'm going to send a follow-up email to everyone, which we're going to send to you and forward to everyone, which is going to include all these templates and how to use them, okay? Basically, all you're going to do, you're going to grab the template, you're going to press duplicate, it's going to save it to your account. Let me show that to you guys right here. It's going to save it to your account. So you just press make a copy, okay? Copy this, whatever. You create a folder and you just add everything into your folder, okay? Super easy, straightforward. Again, I'm going to create a video to showcase you guys how to do this. So it should be pretty straightforward. Cool. Let's keep going here. I believe that's all I got. Again, be authentic, be a pro. If you don't know what the hell you're talking about, maybe use ChatGPT to help you out. And utilize tools. to help make your life more efficient. Okay. Pretty soon, Aaron and I are connecting, and the other managers there. We're building out some different plans where I'm able to work with you guys one-on-one weekly meetings, and I handle all implementations for you guys based off of your budget. We're working on putting together these packages for you guys, basically a done for you with guidance. So holding your hand, helping you create content, giving you video scripts if you're running out of ideas to what to talk about, etc. Okay. As well as taking advantage of our growth API program that we're offering for a monthly fee, right? This is a quick example of what that looks like. So this is a brand new account. So basically within our hacker program, we train a model based off of interest. So my property is just a software company of mine. We train it based off of who we want to target, where they're located, hashtags, interests, etc., right? So this is a brand new account with 20 followers, and this is the type of engagement we were getting just from testing it for a week. So all actions, we had 3,500 actions. We had 27 link clicks. We had 820 story likes, etc. This is within, I think it was about a week period. So this is approximately about a $200 a month program, US, but again, I'm going to send you guys this in a package. And it's incredible the resources that are available now for really exploding your social media organically. This is, if you guys have heard of a program called Instagress 10 years ago, and this is bringing up memories of that. This is totally separate because it's done from an API. It's not like it's not an algorithm. It's not how Instagress built their program. Okay. I hope everything I just said brought some value to you guys. I was trying to hit the 30-minute mark and went 6 minutes over in a rush, so that didn't work out too well. But I'm looking forward to connecting with everyone. Any questions that I can answer and go over anything again.
How often should you be posting? And if you're gonna post on LinkedIn, should that post be the same Instagram and Facebook and all that? Like just blast that one post to all those at one time?
Great question. Ideally every day. 30 posts per month is a great goal to get to. Saying that though, if you were to post 10 posts, okay, in a week, let's look at it like engagement wise. If you made 10 posts and all 10 were spectacular, right? They look great, they actually got some engagement, that'd be awesome.
Okay.
Then you make 10 more posts and you put them together in 2 seconds, they kind of had no purpose. They look like shit, right? Maybe 2 people clicked on them, right? Or maybe 1 person. So now Instagram is going to go, okay, this guy had 20 posts, 12 of them did well, 8 of them didn't. Cool. So then they're going to base performance off of that. Now you're going to do another 10 posts. Instagram's going to now go, okay, this person had like a 12 out of 20 show up rate type thing, right? Versus if you made 10 posts, I'm exaggerating with these numbers, you made 10 posts and all 10 were great, then Instagram's going to go, oh, this person had a 10 out of 10 show up rate, right? From people. So focus on quality and consistency in your messaging. Okay. Right. Ideally, it's great to post every single day. However, that's a ton of work and you really got to commit to it. But if you use tools like the apps I'm giving you guys and ChatGPT to create useful information to talk about, then it can be really good. And you want to post every day, right? And it can become efficient. As far as the what type of platforms to post on, that's a great question. I ask that all the time. What we want to avoid sometimes in terms of SEO, do you guys have personal websites?
Yes.
Okay. So one thing Google doesn't like is duplicate content from a website to your social pages. Okay. So that would be copy and pasting a blog from your website and copy and pasting it into Facebook and LinkedIn, etc. Not really. That's kind of a bit of a red flag for Google. I will make a document on this, Michael. But think of LinkedIn as more of your professional networking tool where you want to showcase your expertise, right? You guys know that. LinkedIn and Twitter, keep those the same as far as content. Okay. Share relevant content there that's more industry specific and talking about something that's going on and that's current, right? As far as Instagram, TikTok, same, and Facebook Reels, use those 3 reels, use that same reel across all 3. Make sure when you post your reel, you add in trending audio. So it'll give you an option after you press next a few times, then it'll say audio. You can lower your volume or adjust it, and you can even add in a trending audio and put the trending audio to 1 volume. If you do a trending audio to 1 volume, the user's not going to hear it, but it will get picked up in algorithms. So post your reels across all 3 platforms, make your Instagram posts, and post those static posts to Facebook as well.
Okay.
Twitter, LinkedIn, the same.
Okay.
Reels, all 3. And then the static posts, do whatever you want with them.
Thanks.
My pleasure. I will make a document though, what to post where and how to do it. Okay. I'm on a mic now. What else, guys? What else you guys got? The 10.
That's awesome, Ian. Thank you. Anyone have any more specific questions?
Yeah, I guess the challenge is, as you mentioned, probably is the content. And even if we are getting the content from the Chat GPT, the idea will be to put it all together and say, okay, this is how it flows from one place to the other. This is how it should go in the Facebook versus Instagram and kind of all that stuff. I think that's the challenge. I think even I have found it. So maybe, yeah, maybe one-on-one session, if possible, is going to be a great help there.
What we have to make that really easy, I know content can be a struggle, for sure, that is for everyone. But how we have the teams on Canva, how we're organizing it for you guys. Sorry. Is basically we have tons of different templates, right? So you can go into a template and you can take a photo. Oh, maybe I shouldn't show Jenna. You can take any template and you can customize it, right? So you can put your phone number here, for example. You could put your personal email. You could put your anything, right? All the templates are super easy to customize and photos of yourself. Okay, so I can make a bit of a training session or do one with you guys where I walk you through how to utilize the Canva templates for actually posting them. I want to rephrase what I said earlier. So ChatGPT is going to be super helpful for creating content, right? So text, ideas, what to talk about, et cetera, et cetera. It's not going to design and schedule anything, right? Just use ChatGPT as inspiration to form your own ideas and create multiple prompts within ChatGPT. I can do a training session with you guys on ChatGPT if you want, how to utilize it. So for example, I don't just say, write me 20 different topics in this industry or 20 different video scripts in this industry. I would take those and then I would say, okay, make these sound more professional and make these sound like I've been in my career for 5 years, okay? So think of ChatGPT as a student. You have to train it, you have to teach it how to speak like you and teach it the tonality that you want to come across with. So use multiple prompts. So ask it something, give it a task, then say, make it sound more professional. Make it sound like I'm whatever, right? Hopefully that makes sense.
Yeah, absolutely. I think the other thing will be to get the content maybe from the site. Let's say if you want to post anything that says, hey, here's something new news basically that's happening within the mortgage industry, and you want to know about it, like these are some of the regulations that have been put. Is there a place that we can gather the information and just put it there and say, hey, this is something new, which is there?
Great question. So for one, do you have access to the CRM, Nitin? Go high level.
I think so.
Great. So for one, let's make sure we get access for you there. And for two, there's a folder called, I believe it's just called media storage or something like that. What I can do is I can upload all of them into there. They won't be able to be customized there. If you want to customize them, you're going to do it through Canva. which is, I believe it's $12 per month.
Okay.
So if you want to customize them, it's a small fee. If you just want to take all the posts, then you can just download them directly from the media storage within the CRM. Okay.
So I'm going to be sharing a folder with everyone already just from internal marketing. And it's going to just be a Google folder where you can access templates that we've come up with too. In that, I highly recommend using Canva just because it is super user friendly and easy. And like Ian was showing, when he clicks on those elements inside of those Canva templates, they can move. Now, when you pay the $12 a month, which is super cheap for anything like the type of program Canva is, you can just click a button and it's called animate. So you can take something and then you can play with the animation that it will create for you on that. And that turns your static post into a video-like post, which garners more attention, right? So just super, super easy program. So I just wanted to add that.
Now, as far as it goes with the, like, I have a personal Facebook page, and I also had built a Facebook page underneath my website as well. So should the content be the same on both of those, or should I leave the website content more directed towards mortgages and what have you?
I'm gonna need to clarify. Can you repeat what you just said? It didn't really make sense to me.
Okay, so I have a Facebook page that I've had forever. I have an Instagram.
Personal Facebook page.
Yes, and a personal Instagram page.
Okay.
Plus, I've created a Facebook page and an Instagram page underneath the name of my website.
Got it.
So the content on the one that has to do with my website, should that be mortgages and housing and loans and stuff like that? Or should it be the same kind of stuff that I hit when I'm doing my own Facebook stuff?
Well, if you post a photo with your dog at a local coffee shop, I'd say something that could be something that would go in your business as well, right?
Okay.
Tag that business, make sure you look decent,
Yeah.
and it shows you're in the community, right?
Right.
Who knows? One shot in a million that someone sees you online, they go to that same coffee shop. There's some little resemblance of trust built there, right? Because they recognize it, right? If there's a photo of whatever, something maybe that's very, very focused for personal, keep it there or don't post it at all. That would be my advice.
And as far as it goes, like I coach a lot of baseball and I coach a lot of hockey. Should I be sporting any of the brands of the leagues that I'm doing?
I think it's a great thing to show. Maybe that could be a big part of how you want to brand yourself, Michael, in the industry, and how you want to brand yourself for your network. Is you're somewhat a family guy, you're a sports guy. Okay, so there's two things right there. You love these local coffee shops and supporting local businesses. Those could be a few things for you to focus on your marketing yourself, right? In your life and business. So as far as, you know, sharing these sports brands, you know, if you tag Bauer in a hockey, it's not really going to do anything. But if you if there was a, you know, a community tournament that was a fundraiser for X Fire Hall, right? That could be something that would be great, right? To represent in your post. Does that make sense?
Yeah. So like if I am doing a post in the community or what have you, talking about coaching on the weekend, my son's team or whatever, I hashtag High Park Baseball.
Sure. As far as hashtags, I mean, look, it's 12.6% is the stat between hashtags and don't. A hashtag like High Park Baseball is no one's ever going to search that. A hashtag more like Mortgage Toronto,
Okay.
more resemblance, right? But something like High Park right? The only way someone's going to find that hashtag is they go on Instagram and they press search, then they search that tag, then they go to tags and they find it, right? So that's the main reason it gets found. No one's going to search a hashtag called Hyde Baseball, realistically.
Okay.
You could put things like community Toronto or community building, sports, youth empowerment, whatever it is, right?
Yeah. Okay. Thanks.
Yes, sir. Yeah, Michael, it seems like you're getting the ball rolling about some things that you could focus on, and how you can start developing yourself more in the industry. It's awesome.
Anyone else with some specific questions or?
Hi, I have a question for you. My name is Alex. What's your what do you recommend to grow your follower count organically in terms of like TikTok and Instagram? What's a good way to grow that?
How's your content looking, Alex?
Content's sort of like I'm a real estate agent as well, so I have previous content from that, and now I'm sort of transitioning to mortgages. I'm just trying to figure out the best strategy to do so.
What are you mainly posting about?
Pretty much what I have for sale, what I've bought, just straight business stuff. I don't really post personal stuff.
Cool. Have you thought about doing anything personal? Talking about more of who you are, what you do, and why you do it?
I've thought about it, but I mean, I don't know. I just sort of like I emulate like some of the bigger guys in London. And they just post, what they sold, what they bought in like business. I don't know. I'm not sold on the whole personal thing yet, but I mean, I'm open to it. But I'm just wondering how you grow the follower count, because I think I'm at 1,600. I'm curious how to like double that or get up there in terms of Instagram and TikTok.
Good question. So the first thing we always want to look at is your content, what performs best. Okay, so within Instagram, press Account Center, press a professional dashboard, and start. Have you ever looked at what type of posts you've made perform best?
No, but that's a good point. I'll look into it.
So what I do with new accounts is, for a new business I'm working on, I don't know what the heck I'm going to post for this business, right? But it's my company, so I have that flexibility. So basically, how I've explained this to my team is I'm going to post a bunch of random stuff. Your best goal, your best strategy is to your best strategy is basically to not have any kind of ego when you're posting and to purely go analytical. Okay, so I'm going to post a bunch of different content, bunch of different types of posts, selfie style videos versus further versus whatever it is. Okay. And then I'm going to look at what performs best. So Alex, first step, look at what type of content you've posted. If you've gained 1,600 followers, look at what type of posts you made at what time. Look at what's got the highest engagement and the most new followers, right? Because that's something you can track within the dashboard, right? So find your 10 posts that got you the most new followers. Look at what you did in those posts. Look at what hashtags you used. Look at what verbiage you used. Were you explaining a fact? Were you saying something like, hey, new rates or this blah, blah, blah? Or hey, look at this, whatever, right? Look at what you said. Look at the hashtags. Look what time you posted it. And find your 10 posts that brought you the most value, meaning the most new followers, which is what you're asking me right now. And stop doing these other posts and focus on this style of post that worked best for you. Okay.
Okay, I see. And how do I check that? You said in Instagram there's a setting I'm able to check the performance of posts.
Yeah, let me find it right now. I believe it's just you just go into. Sorry, it's not allowing me to do it.
Sorry, and Alex, what kind
It's just
of?
called professional dashboard, and then go into professional dashboard, and then go into insights. I believe that's just professional dashboard insights. You can also go into each individual post and press view insights. So
Okay,
like right below each post, you'll see view insights and boost post. So view insights will give you that if you want to go one by one. And if you want to see all of them, yeah, just go to your main profile, press professional dashboard, Alex, and then I believe you can see all of them somewhere in here.
Okay, perfect. Thank you.
You can also do it much more in depth through Business Manager if your Instagram is connected to your Facebook.
Okay, perfect. Thank you.
That's be your first step, Alex. To start working on that. Second step, let's connect more. And also, there are some different growth hacker models available now. online that are going to automatically like stories, comment on people's posts, follow people, also engage with people in certain geographical areas. For example, say if there's some big industry convention going on in Toronto, you say, hey, Ian, I want to connect with people at this industry conference and this dates and this location. Now the algorithm within this API hacker will basically connect with people that have tagged their geographic location or tagged that event. And now we can start connecting with those people automatically, liking their stories, commenting and engaging with them. Okay, so that'll get you from whatever views you're at now, times 10 or 20 a month. Right.
Perfect. Thank you.
So I just want to add in a quick note for everybody who's starting out their social media stuff. So if you do 5 posts and you don't feel you're getting engagement or anything, that's normal. The algorithm's not going to start pushing you until you have at least 20 to 30 posts, and then it's going to start building and allowing you to get seen by more people if you continue posting. So it's also a good thing because then you'll able to start posting and not worry that 1,000 people have seen this bad post or whatever, right? So you can just start experimenting, but you won't see that growth potential until you're after about 30 posts or videos in your feed.
If you're not sure what type of people to start like following and connecting with, first off, look at your phone book on your iPhone, right? Connect with those people, connect with your warm market. Second of all, BNI chapters, right? I bet there's 50 BNI chapters around Toronto alone, right? Business Network International chapters, right? I'm sure some of you guys are members of one. Yeah, no, okay. Well, they're great. BNI chapters are all full of business owners, right? And BNI chapters, there'll be one marketing seat, there'll be one mortgage broker, etc., right? Every different industry, one electrician, one plumber, etc. And all those businesses refer business to each other. BNI chapters are a great place to get business. About $1,000 a year type thing. You go 90 minutes a week. The goal is just to send each other business and foster a good community together, right? So follow BNI chapters, go to a BNI chapter, Kingsdale, and then go to their followers and follow all those people, connect with them, right? I really recommend looking at local chapters if you guys haven't done anything with BNI before.
So, and I want to just bring up engagement overall between agents and the brokerage again, because this is also going to help your channel boost, right? So if we all get together as agents, we share our social medias with each other, we're better off as a team playing with each other than looking at everybody as competition, right? We should be all helping each other. So if we all share our social medias and everything, then we can start engaging with each other and helping each other engage and build engagement, right? So it's just a snowball effect that we want to get rolling.
Actually, Aaron, I had a question about that. So you know the landing page we all have from the Kingsdale website?
Yep.
I had my IT guy, because I was talking to Ryan about attaching everything up, and so my IT guy had gone in and sent me a message through the brokerage, and he didn't get a reply for a couple hours, which is fine, but then it was a reply from Ryan.
Yep.
So I never got that email.
Okay, that I would have to talk to Ryan about. What's your goal with that?
Well, obviously, if you're expecting me to push customers over to my site at Kingsdale, then I need to talk to those people, right? So if somebody does, instead of my technician, if it was a potential client,
So
and I don't get that, he gets an email back from somebody he doesn't know, I just lost the business.
Right, your landing page, it should have a contact me button or an email me button. And
I'm not sure which one he hit. He might have hit apply now, but it should still somehow be directed to me. It shouldn't be directed
The,
to.
the apply with me goes directly to your Finmo account. So
Okay.
your Finmo application page. And then there should be an email. The contact me, or the on the side, right underneath that contact is probably what he did.
That's probably what he did.
That's what he did. I will get that
He
changed.
screenshot that, actually.
Ian, yeah, we should,
We
yeah,
can do it.
Ian's here. Ian manages the website.
Okay.
So that is something I've forgotten to mention to Ian. So yeah, thank you.
No, it's Ian's
Every-
fault, is it?
No, it's our fault. But you know, Ian, through us, then Ian can fix these things. Yeah.
Yeah, no, not a problem. It's just he screenshot it and he said, I don't know what's going on. And
Yeah, no, it's a good pickup. Like as I said before at the beginning, like, you know, we're a young brokerage, so we have to fix the mistakes as we're going, right?
no,
So,
100%. And obviously it's not, you know, crucial or
Yeah.
anything, but I just thought somebody needs to fix that.
yep.
Consider
yep.
that, Mike. Consider that, Michael.
Oh, thank you very much, Ian. And I wasn't really blaming you. It was all on Aaron.
Oh, it's all in there, and I know. Don't worry.
Or the people before me.
Guys, I gotta jump off. I dropped my number in the group chat there. Call, text me anytime. I'd love to connect with you guys one-on-one. Thank you guys very much for your time.
Thank you so much, Ian. That was
Great.
a wonderful help. I couldn't have done as good of a job without you on here. So, thank you for that.
We'll send
And
over those
everyone,
send over
this
those
is
resources
Ian.
to you guys ASAP.
He's gonna set up a package, and we're gonna, you know, roll out something in the next few weeks that's available so that if you wanna hire a social media manager, he'll be at your service, right? Okay, anyone with any other general questions or?
So, like, he talked about walking people through one-on-one or another session, because that was awesome, but it was very fast. And I'm still like,
Yeah, so
I think I
this
could
will
benefit
be-
from another slower paced, you know.
So this evening, I'm going to be editing this video. And then by tomorrow, it will be posted. You'll be able to go through it. There's going to be continued materials coming out that we'll either share through the WhatsApp group or via email. So stuff will continue to happen, not just at this training session, and there you go, it's all over, right?
You're ready to go.
So, but Ian's going to come up with a package. We have other things we have to discuss and see about rolling out. Yeah, so there will be opportunity again, and we'll end up holding another training session probably that's more advanced than this one, because this one's just for the basics, basically, to get you guys rolling, right? And then so the next one that we do, we should cover more advanced things so that we're not just constantly repeating ourselves, right? So that's why we record these and put these in the training. I want to make a quick note to everybody that the training portal I know is a mess, and there's some things that are duplicated. Before they were just kind of recording these things and throwing them up because the business was moving very fast and rapidly. But now that I'm here and I have some video editing skills, it's a lot of work for the amount of videos that are there. There's probably about 2.5 weeks solid work of editing to bring these up to snuff. But if you notice from the last 2 training videos, I edited those. They look more professional and put together. So, and they're condensed, and any bad spots have been taken out so that it's a lot more condensed. So that will be moving forward, getting cleaned up and fixed up. So for anyone who's sorely going through the old ones, and it's a chore, when you review them in the next few weeks, they should be a lot better. Okay, any other questions? Okay, we're all good. We can all call it a night.
Yeah, thank you so much.
You're welcome. Have a good night and we'll see you next week. I don't know what next week's training is. I'm not in charge of it, that's all.
Is it always gonna be at 6 o'clock from now on?
No, so I'm trying to push some till 6 o'clock because I know like if Rex or Joe has to do it or some other people, they can do it more during the day. My day is crazy busy. And it's easier for me to do a training session at 6, and plus some people can attend more at 6 than they can during the day. So I want to try to put some during the day and some in the evening. And so we'll just kind of have to post when they are, right? Because I know that when we were doing them during the day, lots of people just could not attend and so they're always having to wait, and then they don't get to ask questions. So, and because we're doing Q&A doesn't always have to be just about that module, so it can be about other things. But yeah, so that's what we're trying to do.
Okay.
Just to mix it up a little for more participation, more people can ask questions.
Okay, and the FINMO, October 17th, do we have to register for that, or is it gonna be
No.
like this?
It's gonna be like this. They're gonna have some people on there and everything, and it'll just be like this. I'll know more details on that closer to that time, if they're coming to the office or not, if you wanted to meet them, but I mean, virtually is
That's fine.
is how and the information's getting across, right? But yeah, we'll see what's going on close to that date.
Okay, thanks.
Anything else? All right. Yeah, have a good night, everybody. I'm just gonna end the meeting here. All right.
Thanks very much.
You're welcome. Bye.
Good night, guys.